Good morning, everybody. My name is Jimmy. I am your astute tourist. Welcome. It's Hump Day Cup of Joe, as we used to do, and we're back at it again. So, good morning, everybody. I hope you get your favorite cup of your morning beverage. I certainly have mine. Hope everybody's doing well today. I want to thank Kenny for giving us a shout out and being one of the first ones in here. Ashley Ratliff is here. Hello, good morning to you, Ashley. Hope you're doing well today. Kenny says good morning, and he's typing through his phone today. I hope you're doing well too, my friend. I appreciate you guys coming in. Um, it's always good to have the good friends to wake up to, and we're gonna do. We got some things to talk about. Some upcoming travel that we have going on. What's everybody else doing? You guys got any plans for traveling? Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate it. Good morning to you. I hope everything went well with Shirley. I know she came to visit you guys, right? And our glitter bomb queen, and I know she was there for some spiritual healing and I believe, some yoga and some fitness and stuff. So I hope that all worked out well, and you guys had a good time. Um, your bus is coming out fantastic. I mean, that looks like that's a pro job you guys are doing. I must commend you on the work you've been doing on the bus. It looks awesome. It's a great job. Um, oh, that's good. Good. So she leaves tomorrow, and I'm glad that it's a successful trip for her, and I hope for all of you many breakthroughs. That's great. She's a great person, and definitely we all can use some spiritual healing and mental healing and physical healing. As you know, I promote positivity, of course, every day. Wake up and I say a prayer and glad to be alive, and always celebrate the good things that happen um, in life, and focus on the positive. Never mind focusing on the negative stuff. So you're going to the Smokies next month. Have you been to the Smoky Mountains? I have. I love it there. It's Yeah, you've missed my morning chats. Well, we're gonna come back. We're starting to come back. I'm slowly getting back into my sleep schedule that I had. As you are much aware, I know that REM sleep is very important, and I wasn't getting any. So that was creating the brain fog and the confusion in the mornings, um, feeling exhausted after what I thought was a good night's sleep. But sleep apnea will do that to you. But now that we're back on the right track, and the CPAP seems to be helping, I seem to be having a better night's sleep, and I hope to be back doing this. Um, Hope to be doing this regularly now. Oh no, still. Oh, okay. Maybe the confusion hasn't gone yet. I don't know. Well, here I am. So I'm gonna try to come up a little bit more every day, either in the mornings or the afternoons. I need to get to the gym. That's my next thing on the list, at least for mind and body. Um, so you love Pigeon Forge? Is that where you're going? Is to Pigeon Forge? I've been there a couple times. Oh, no. No, I'm sleeping now. So we got the CPAP. I got it back in December. They said it would take a couple months for me to get back into the normal sleep stuff. So it's working now. The hardest part is getting used to having that face mask on. I wake up and have to adjust it, but that's really not too big of a deal. I fall right back asleep. Before I couldn't fall asleep, I'd lay there and stare at the ceiling. If I woke up before the CPAP, that is. So I am sleeping. I'm getting a better night's sleep now. I go to bed early. I mean, I wake up early every day. Um, yeah, it's beginning to help. Like I said, the doctor said that it would take a few months for me to get back to normal, and it's starting. But like I said, I wake up early, um, between 5 and 5:30, unless I'm doing a morning live stream. I get up at 5, make coffee, let the puppies out, feed the puppies, light the wood stove, um, and then take a shower. And here I am. So that's the routine. I'm going to try to get back into it as much as I can, and then most likely, hopefully, go to the gym when I get out of work. So I work from 7 to 4, and I bring my workout stuff with me, and I'll stop on my way home. So I may do that this evening. I have a lot going on, so it's just making the time, which is an excuse. Um, I have the time. I just got to find a way to fit everything in and get my mental schedule together. So there's the gym. I want to start walking again, but we're going to have minus 40-degree wind chills on Saturday, and the days are progressively getting colder here. We've been lucky this winter. We've had some low 30s, some high 20-degree days and nights, but it's been increasingly getting colder. We're supposed to have some sub-zero um, um, sub-zero weather coming up, and so that's gonna put a halt on me um, doing my morning walks. Plus, I we have 2 dogs now, so I used to walk with Molly, and it's gonna be hard to figure out how I'm going to juggle 2 dogs and film. So usually I would do our morning lives while I was walking. Have my glass of water with apple cider vinegar in it, which is supposed to help um, my blood sugar and whatnot. Which it's not that bad, but so yeah, so trying to trying to figure that out. It's another thing. Let's see. So yeah, Pigeon Forge is awesome. Hey, what is happening, Sean? I tried to catch you this morning, but you when I got up at 5 a.m., you were pretty much done with your live, so I missed you guys. And can't you pull back from work a little and give more time for yourself? Yeah, I can try. I do have that latitude. I like my job and I like work, and being in the helping people business, I guess. I do work in the fire service, so it's hard to pull back a little bit, but we're going to take some time for ourselves. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Um, Coming up in March, we were hoping to be able to go on the Helping Hands for Cruising cruise with James Catanese in March, but um, money's a factor, and I have to go visit my parents. As I've talked about in the past, my folks are elderly. My father is in the stages of dementia now, early stages, and he's been diagnosed with cancer now. So we're planning a trip. Instead of going on the cruise, I'm going to spend the money to go see him in March. Colleen will be coming on this trip with me, um, which is which is good because the last year when I went, she wasn't able to come. So it's 24 degrees right here. Yeah, I get that. It's I don't know what the temperature is here. I left my phone downstairs. Excuse me. But yeah, it's cold here, and like I said, we're gonna have sub-zero temperatures over the weekend. It's gonna be frosty for sure. Um, going to be frosty. Let's see. Trying to work on my skills again. Kind of forgot how to do things, but Sean says it's 22:09, which is 10 past 10 or 9 past 10 p.m. So you ran a bit later. Well, good evening to you, my friend. I hope all is well down there. I hope you're enjoying your summer. I had Radio Jones. He was in one of my live streams last weekend, and he was showing us the weather there, and it looks fantastic. I know I was rubbing it in during our summer. It was your winter, so I was rubbing it in. So you certainly can reciprocate and rub in the 20 and 30 degrees Celsius weather versus our sub-zero temperatures for sure. But good morning, Kenny. It's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming in. As always, Kenny is one of my partner channels, and he is in the house. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in, brother. I hope all is well. I hope things are going well with your dad and with you. And Najuma's here too. Hi, Najuma. Good morning to you. I'm glad you came in. I'm glad you all did. It's good to see you guys. I miss our morning live stream. So, like I said, this is going to be more common again, I think. So I have my cup that Colleen got. She went to the Magnolia Market and Garden in Waco, Texas. When they went on their buying trip back in when did they go? Early January. Kenny says he's typing in the chat on both of his YouTube channels. So, as you know, I'm sure Kenny started another channel, A Daily Dose of the Bible, with KJV, and he also has his Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks, and he's as always, he's multitasking. Good job, Kenny. New cruise for you to plan January 25 out of Sydney to the South Pacific. You know, it's funny because Colleen and I are talking about a South Pacific trip, and that may be just the thing that we need. I want to go to places like Fiji or Tahiti or Thailand, somewhere there. I would love that. I was certainly born in the wrong part of the world for sure. But that's something. So let's talk about cruising. So we're not going to be able to make the March cruise, but Colleen's birthday is in October, and we're actually looking to go on the booze cruise in October, the end of October, early November, on the Carnival Glory. It sails out of New Orleans, and I believe that goes down. It's the Western Caribbean. Where does it go? I think to the Grand Cayman or Grand Turks and Cozumel in that area. So, we're seriously looking at that. In fact, I think I'm going to book it now. That way we can slowly pay for it. That way I'll be able to afford it come the fall. So that's new. And I'm hoping to do that. But South Pacific cruise is something that I think would be fantastic. It's funny because I've been dreaming for over couple of years, to take a South Pacific trip, and maybe doing a cruise would be the way to go. That way we can experience a little bit more than just one island or a couple islands, so we can visit you in Australia and then cruise to some of the islands there. It sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. So I actually found Shirley because of your morning show. I've had her on nature walks, trying out my compound bow. Right on. She's had 5 healings. She now understands breath work and clearing the mind. That's awesome. That's really good. Shirley's a great person, and I don't know her that well, but knowing her through YouTube, and she seems like a very, very nice person. And I think having you, well, pardon me, having you invite her out to your place for a little, excuse me, my coffee's coming back on me. I'm sorry about that. Having her come out there with you um, up by Niagara Falls and whatnot, I think is just the right thing. I may have to do that myself sometime soon. So Sean's saying it's 16 degrees Celsius. So that's, I know that. I'm not sure what that equates to in Fahrenheit, but I know it's warm. I'll take it because it's cold here. I woke up this morning at 5 and the house was a little chilly. It was 65 in here, which, for the most part isn't cold, but definitely had to light a fire. Hi, Kenneth. Ashley's saying she has snow there now. Wish it would go away. Yeah, we we have snow here for sure. Living in the Northeast, we've had snow for a little bit. Like I said, we've kind of dodged a bullet this winter with the weather. We really can't complain. I mean, we've had some 50-degree weather, 50-degree days here this winter. I mean, they don't last long, several hours, and then it gets cold again. But the weather's been crazy. We didn't really have a lot of snow, and then, it's wintertime. We ended up getting our snow. Hey, Shirley, how are you? I hear you're enjoying your trip. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that you're doing well and you're having fun. You're shooting the bow. We'll have you deer hunting before you know it. That's great. Definitely, definitely a great thing to do. So, Kenny is asking if he can come up on the panel, and I would say yes, he can. Let's see. There's the link, Kenny. Come on up, my friend. Yeah, so I'm glad to hear that you're having a good time out there, and it sounds like a lot of fun. So yeah, I heard that Sean. I heard you guys are gonna take your next cruise, and Jonesy's gonna be on that cruise. He said he's never taken one before, and he's excited. He was like me. He is like I was to the fact that I didn't really think twice about going on cruises. I could really care less. I wanted to get on a plane and just fly to wherever the destination was. And Colleen convinced me to take a cruise with her. And now I'm hooked. Now I am hooked. Hey, look who's in the stream. What's up,
Hi,
Kenny?
y'all.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me up.
Of course, always. You're one of the partners here, so you come up anytime you want, my friend. You're looking good.
I was just wondering, am I too loud for you all?
It's the volume's a little loud. You may want to take it back just a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know how loud I am, so it's hard for me to tell. Am I too loud?
No.
Okay, good. How's things going?
Okay.
How's your dad doing?
I just turned it down. Is that still too
That
loud or is it
no, that's better.
okay? Okay. Can you see me very well? Because I'm using a new HD camera.
You
Uh,
look fantastic. I can see you
thank you.
perfectly.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of my dad, I found out the other day his sodium levels have dropped again.
Oh man. Okay.
And so they're trying him on sodium tablets to try to see if they can build his sodium levels back up. right now his sodium levels are about 122, and they should be anywhere between 135 and 140. And before they started dropping down to 122, he was running in between 128 and 130, which wasn't too terribly low. It was low, um, but um, now he's running about 122. Well, not only is his sodium levels low, but his potassium is a little high.
Right.
And for those that you may not know, sodium and potassium both are electrolytes for the body that help produce the heartbeat. And
Correct.
when
So
one
the
so when one or the other is out of whack, you have a risk of having either a seizure or a stroke, um, with the sodium levels being uh, low. So, um, and also it affects the kidney functions as well. But they ask him if he's if he's having problems going to the bathroom, and he said no, not not there. And he's going just fine without adding any more issues.
Yeah, the human
But
body is it's a complex machine, and you need a balance of all these chemicals, including sodium and potassium, like Kenny said. In order
yeah,
for the heart to beat correctly, you have
hmm
to have the right balance of these electrolytes to produce the correct heart rhythm. If not,
hmm
you can get things like AFib and VFib, and um, the heart won't beat in rhythm, the right rhythm. It can cause congestive heart failure. It can cause kidney
yes,
failure. It's
hmm
it's very important. I deal with folks like, well, I don't deal, but the crews that I have under my command, they deal with folks like your dad daily, and thank God for
hmm
the medical field, because these folks can be like they can be like magicians at times, where they can take somebody who is not feeling very well, and they can give them the right medicine and the right chemicals in order to get them back feeling a bit normal. So hopefully the sodium's going to work out for him, and get his levels a little bit back to normal.
yes. Well, the thing of it is, what's really strange to me is that he has been eating a lot of sodium foods. Okay,
Yeah.
so when you eat like stuff with a lot of sodium in it, I would think, you'd automatically think that it would help raise it up to where it's but obviously,
Right.
because I told him that he's been eating a lot of like crackers, um, potato chips, um, a lot of snack foods with some sodium in them to um, I would and
It may
you
not be in the
know
right proportion like it would be with the sodium tabs. So
I
um,
don't know. I mean,
a lot of
I mean
us,
he can sit down and eat a whole thing of potato chips in one sitting. So I mean,
right? And you would think that the amount of sodium in that might be doing the trick, but apparently not. So, good morning, Terry. How are you, my friend? Good to see
good
you.
morning, Terry.
I saw that. I watched your video yesterday about. Oh, bless you, Kenny. Um,
Thank you.
I saw your video yesterday about eating an apple, and I'm glad that you're able to do that. I can remember as a little boy, my grandfather, he wouldn't wear his dentures, and man, he could really clamp down on an apple. But other foods, like you were saying, it can really cause irritation to your gums, like the tater tots there, the hash brown puffs you were eating. So
Hmm.
I can imagine that's quite a challenge for you. But I'm glad you came in. It's good to see you. I was saying I miss my friends in the morning, but here we
Hmm.
are. Najuma's saying hi, Kenny.
Hello, Najuma. Hello, Terry and Hope Bus and Glitter World and everybody in the chat that's saying hello to me. Hello back to you
So
all.
we were talking, Kenny, about some traveling coming up in the fall. Like I said, we're planning. I'm seriously planning. In fact, I may book it today. Is the booze cruise?
Hmm.
That's look who's here. Hi, Sean.
G'day, mates. How you going?
Well, you're up late. You're
Hey,
up
I
late,
am.
Sean.
sir.
Hey, Sean.
How you going, Kenny?
Going good, especially for someone that hasn't been to bed yet.
Oh, Kenny. Seriously? You just want me to come around there
Sean's
and
gonna stay
slap
up.
you right up
Sean's
the
gonna
bum.
stay up with you.
Well, see, he's in his nighttime, and I'm in my getting ready to head into my daytime morning.
Yeah, it's what
It's
time is it?
six
It's six
6:30 in the
27.
morning. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost 6:30 in the morning
So, Jimmy,
on a
how you doing,
Wednesday.
buddy?
Huh?
I'm doing okay. I was just telling some of the folks in the chat when we started this morning that the CPAP machine seems to be doing its thing. I'm
Awesome.
I don't know for sure, but I feel better when I wake up, so I'm sure I'm getting some much needed REM sleep at night.
Mm.
And when I wake up after a night's sleep, so the CPAP that I have, I think it's the same one that you have. So do you have the app on your phone where you can see your score from the night before?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so I've been 99, 100 every day. So
That's
I'm
good.
averaging 0.9 events to maybe one event per hour, which the doctor told me anything under 4 per hour is the goal. So I've been
Yep.
doing better than the goal. So
Well, that's good.
feeling better.
Well, that's good. My pre CPAP, I was running at 88 incidents a minute.
Wow. Yeah, I was just about 60. So about one a minute, 60 times an hour. So um the doctor said no wonder you feel exhausted when you wake up, and
Mm.
you're having headaches and whatnot. So in the confusion, you we were talking, Kenny and I were talking about his dad, and how the chemicals have to be, the right
Just right.
balance in the body. And another thing is the right balance of oxygen for the brain. And if you're not getting that, that will cause that altered mental status and the brain fog and confusion. So um, that was part of the reason why I was having such a tough time in the morning getting going, and then maintaining somewhat of a, a normal day, where I didn't want to fall asleep at 10 a.m. and then again at 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. So
I know the
yeah, things are
feeling.
good. Yeah.
I know the feeling.
So when is your cruise coming up?
So, I'm going on a cruise on the 28th of March, which will go from Melbourne through a place called Eden up to Sydney. And what we're doing on that cruise is Ilana and I and Jonesy and Mrs. Jonesy, and also another friend of ours, Dave Burgess and his wife Sue will be on that cruise. But more importantly, we will have my parents on their first cruise ever, and we will also be
Fantastic.
taking my sister and a friend of hers on board that cruise. So it's going to be really good fun.
That sounds like fun. I got to jump in here with Terry. Yeah, right. Terry. So Terry had a, she's she had a video. She was talking about her struggles with um uh, she's struggles with dental issues. So
Mhm.
she was uh she was trying to eat with her gums, which can be a challenge, and she was saying that finally her gums, the sensitivities to the point where she can eat an apple, and she said it was fantastic. It was like the best apple she's ever tasted. So
Isn't that awesome?
I yeah, it's great. So and her video is was pretty funny. She's a great girl. She lives in the south of the southern part of US, and she's awesome. She's been a good friend of mine. One of the first people I met when I started YouTube a few years ago. So thank you, Terry. It's good to see you too. Um, yeah, so having your folks go on the cruise with you, that sounds like it's going to be fun their first time. So
Oh, it's going to be magic. Both mum and dad are in their mid to late 80s. Dad's 86, mum's 83. So it'll be their first ever cruise. They've been watching us go on cruises. So I said, why don't you just do it? And as much as I hate to say it, I hate January, but we had a really big hot starter this January, and it's just made this March cruise even more important because we know the value of life.
yeah, Jonesy was saying that it's been hot there. He said you've had 30
Oh
and
yeah,
40-degree weather.
yep.
Yeah, that's
Especially
so for
where he
those of
lives
us
in
here in the
Tassie.
US, that's like 90 and 100-degree weather here.
Yep.
For us Fahrenheit people.
But
So it's
especially
been really
especially
hot.
Tassie. Tassie is lower down than we are, and for them to get 30s and 40s on a regular basis is unusual.
Yeah, yeah. He said it's been unseasonably hot, which I like the hot weather too, but you need a balance. And
Yep.
when it's too cold and too hot, that's just awful. I mean, having it well, you said it's what did you say? It's 18 or
Right now it's 16
16
degrees, but
degrees
it's
there?
going into nighttime.
16. So it's evening there, and it's in the 60s, and that's 60s Fahrenheit, and that's
Yep.
perfect for us.
Yep.
I like a good 75, 80-degree day Fahrenheit. I know that my friends and my parents down in Florida right now,
Yep.
they've been enjoying mid 70s to low 80-degree days with no humidity. So this time of year, not a lot of humidity there, and and it's very comfortable. My folks are right around the same age as yours. My dad's 88. He just turned 88 in December. My mother's 85. So, the humidity can be pretty rough on older folks. So they're
Yep.
enjoying the weather right now. But that's one of the reasons why we're not going to be going on the cruise with James and his wife is because I had to reroute the funds to go see my dad. Again, he's dealing with some dementia, and he was diagnosed this past fall with cancer. So I just want to make sure I spend some quality time with him. So
You need
we've
to do what's
decided,
important, Jimmy.
right? So we've
Family
decided
short.
that we live 1,500 miles away from them, and so we had to channel the funds anyway to do that, to go see them. So we're gonna go spend a few days with them, and I booked the flights. We're leaving March 18th to go down. So
Very
we're going to go
nice.
down, and we're we're going to end up seeing. Hopefully, I'm going to see John and Nancy from JNN Travels. We're going to take a day and meet
Nice.
up with those folks because they're
Nice.
doing the snowbird thing down there. So
You're going
that'll
to
be nice
enjoy
to
the
hang out
time
with
of it.
them and do a
Nancy just
collab on a
broke her
video.
arm.
Yeah, John was saying she was playing pickleball, I guess. Um, and to the point where she needed surgery on it. That was terrible. I was sorry to
Yeah.
hear that.
I,
I
I
mean, it's
I
one thing to
think John
break a
actually
bone,
pushed
but
her down the
gosh.
stairs between you and me.
I didn't want to say that.
Um,
So
no,
then, so there's the March trip, and we have some trips. Well, go ahead, Sean.
I was going to say with my dad, we had some almost major issues. Like he was picked up a couple of Saturdays ago by the paramedics. They put a cannula in his arm, and when they got him to the hospital, the nurses did not remove the cannula. They kept it in. It stayed in for 5 days, and he ended up getting sepsis. So we almost
Oh my
lost him.
God.
Yeah. But he's home
You know,
now.
here I was praising the medical field, and for the most part, they're fantastic. But
Yep.
you know, sometimes these things happen, and um, it seems like these days, and not just here in the U.S., but all around the world, um, they're the folks in the medical field they're overworked. There's not a lot of them around anymore. Our area hospitals. So we run an ALS ambulance, which is advanced life support for you that don't know. We run two of them 24 hours, 7 days a week. And our area receiving hospitals go on what's called divert daily. In other words, they're not taking patients
Yep. We
because
call it bypass.
yeah, so they're diverting our patients from the closest receiving hospital. It could be, 10 minutes away. They're going upwards of 20 to 40 minutes in order to bring these patients in to get the treatment they need. So um, I can understand. I mean, it's sorry that happened to your dad. I mean, that's terrible. And sepsis, especially for elderly people. I mean, it's bad for people that are normally healthy, but
Yep.
um, the older we get, it's harder for us, our bodies to recover. So I hope he's doing better now.
He's amazing. He's fighting with me much better. So he's doing amazing.
Um,
They are really excited about the cruise, which is going to be good.
I bet.
But if you
Well,
can, if you can see your way, we've got 701 days to go before we do our Australian cruise. And what we're trying to get people to do is come in a couple of days before, say around about the 29th, 28th, 29th of December in 2024. Watch the New Year's Eve fireworks in Sydney.
oh
And
wow,
2 days later, we get onto a cruise ship and we sail out to the South Pacific, taking in Fiji and so forth.
that sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like a heck of a lot of fun. What do you think, Kenny? Are you in?
I'm not sure.
Kenny would love to be in.
Let's see. The thing of it is that I don't do well with fireworks, so that's
We'll
I don't
protect you.
do huh?
We'll protect you.
Yeah, you don't have to light them, Kenny. We'll just you can
I
watch
would
them from
want to go
afar.
somewhere. I would want to go somewhere where I could not hear them because my ears is so sensitive to those type of noises.
We'll put the noise cancelling headphones on. You know, the ones that play "Sweet Mysteries of Life."
Mm.
Last of it. No. So you won't hear the fireworks.
Because
We'll put some nice gospel music in
fireworks,
your headphones,
shotguns,
and then you
and
can watch
thunder and lightning is what does it doesn't those things do not agree with me.
The main thing, Kenny, is the atmosphere of the place.
Yes.
You know, and when you've got like 500,000 people in an area watching these fireworks going off to music, it's the most incredible feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So where does the cruise travel to? Does it go to, I think Fiji, you said, right?
It goes to Fiji, so it'll take in Suva and Lautoka. And Suva is going to be an interesting one because what we're doing is we're going to be planning an excursion of all the places where Ilana used to grow up.
Oh wow, she grew up there.
She grew up in Fiji. And then it stops in at New Caledonia as well, and Vanuatu, and Lutofu, which is they call it Tonga, but it's not. It's not actually Tonga. It's a bit
Is
further
that
away.
what they consider Polynesia? Those areas?
Yeah. French Polynesia.
I love it. I would love to do that. I'm going to have to sit down with Colleen because we were talking about. It's funny that you mentioned the South Pacific because it's kind of a dream of mine to visit some of these places. And we were saying, maybe we should plan out a trip, in a year or two to be able to go somewhere like this. And that may be the perfect thing to do.
Yep. The cruise is going to be 14 nights.
Perfect.
Okay, so you're going to take the best part of half a month.
Perfect. 2 weeks is better than 1 week. Sounds like a lot of fun.
A little bit longer, and we'll show you around.
Yeah, I think I don't know how that would work for me, but if we plan on it now, I'm sure it'll be fine. That sounds great. We have some planning to do, I think. Like I said, we've started the plan to go to Florida in March. I'm going to see my folks for the first leg of the trip. We're going to fly into Orlando. Mm-hmm. I'll spend a couple days with my parents. We'll visit with John and Nancy for an afternoon or so. And then we're going to travel across the state over to the West Coast. I think to an area where you went, which was Fort Myers in that area, right? Weren't you there? So we're going to be going to Bonita Springs. Nice. We're going to rent an Airbnb there. My best friend is there. So we're going to go hang out with him and spend a few days with him. And then we're going to travel up to Sarasota, maybe spend a day there, and then we'll fly back out of Tampa. So we're going to be gone for about, 7 or 8 days. And it'll be good. I'm overdue for a little bit of a vacation myself. Excuse me. So that'll be good. And then we have some local stuff that we're planning. Of course, we have the RV, and we'll be traveling locally with that, the land yacht. And then, like I was saying earlier, we're looking at doing the booze cruise on Carnival Glory. Yeah,
because I know a few of the people going on there.
Yeah, so I was in Sea Lake Journeys, I think is their channel.
Yep.
I was in there live yesterday, and I was mentioning. So Colleen's birthday is in October, and I was like, "Oh, I'd like to maybe take her on a cruise for her birthday." Her birthday is October 6th.
Okay, my mom's on the 14th.
So the booze cruise, I think, is October 29th, 28th through like November 5th. It's 7 days anyway, or 8 days.
Right.
So it cruises out of New Orleans, which we've done before. We cruised. My last cruise was out of New Orleans on the Valor, and we went to Cozumel, and we went to I don't know. I'm not good with remembering some of the places we went, but that was the trip where we got to visit some of the ancient Mayan ruins. We went to Tulum. We went to Chichen Itza. Swam in a cenote, which was a lot of fun. But so this one, they're like, you have to go on the booze cruise if you're going to go in October. So everyone says that's a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of YouTubers on board as well. So I think that's the one we're going to do.
Yep, that'd be a good one to do.
So we're going to, like I said, I'll probably start I'll probably book it today. In that way.
So you'll have Greg and Felicity from SCT Adventures. You'll have Kurt and Marsha from CME Travels. You'll have Josh and Chastity from the Moonlight Adventures, and Chet and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys will be going on that one as well.
Yeah, that's and I don't know those people very well. I'm starting to get acquainted with them, via YouTube, just like I have with you and with Kenny and CME and Sea Lake Journeys. I've been in some of their lives recently, and just in the chat. But it's good to meet new people, and I was
Absolutely.
very envious of the December trip that you all took. Wish I could have went, but I was living vicariously through all the videos, and I'm sorry I missed the rabbi. That looked like that was a lot of fun. The
Kenny
wedding,
was
and
sleeping through the rabbi, I'll tell you what.
Kenny was sleeping.
Yeah, he was.
Hmm?
I've got a really good picture of him sleeping right when the rabbi just finished. The rabbi was really offended. He didn't
When
want
I
to be
was
told that he
sleeping
was
in the
tricked.
while I was sleeping
Was
in the library.
That's
I
correct.
remember that.
Wow,
Yes.
the rabbi's
And the
message was so lively, Kenny fell asleep.
Well, and two, I wasn't feeling that great anyway. So
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, you said you weren't feeling well on the
I
trip, but it looked like you still had
actually
a good time, Kenny.
no. I still had a good time. I still enjoyed getting to see the ocean and also getting to meet people that I haven't got to meet for the first time. And then I especially enjoyed the laughter that I got with Glenn and
I was
Sarah.
just going to say, Jimmy, you haven't seen anything yet until you see Kenny do half an hour straight of killing himself laughing, like real belly aching laughing. That
I
it
I
was
need
just funny.
I need video of that. I need
We'll
video
be
of
putting
that.
some up.
Hell yeah.
I, I think, I'm not sure, but I think Glenn and Sarah may have a video of that uh, episode where I was literally laughing for like a good, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30
30 minutes,
minutes.
Kenny. I timed it. 30 minutes.
Your sides
Yes,
must your sides must have been aching after Kenny from laughing so long.
yes,
I
and
tell
not
you what,
only
there was a kid at the
that,
next table who got up and was really worried about Kenny's laughing so much that he tried to make him stop. It was so funny.
Did it work?
No, Kenny just kept
what
on
was
going.
what was even more what was even more hilarious is when I heard Glenn laugh like a duck. I had
Yeah, that
never,
was funny.
I had never, I had never in my life ever heard anybody laugh at it. And and the thing of it is, the more you got him tickled, the more
Good morning, Sam and Nola Adventures. These folks I met yesterday, and they were the ones that were encouraging me to go on the booze cruise. I believe it was you, right? Um, I went over to your channel yesterday and checked out a couple videos, and we are probably most likely. I was just telling Sean and Kenny that we're probably going to book the booze cruise today. So I'm excited for that, and it's good to meet you. They're new to my channel for sure, but um, I I hope to see you guys often, and we're going to meet you in October in the
Now,
flesh. So
Jimmy,
that'll be a lot of fun.
while I've got you here, just to let you know, and I don't know if you were aware, on the weekend of the 9th of February, we are doing another cruisathon. So if you want a slot, I suggest email Meg,
Okay.
megfuntime@gmail.com. The goal for this year is for this cruisathon is to raise $10,000.
Right on. So, what did you say? Meg Fun Time?
Meg Funtime, Meg's Funtime at gmail.com.
It's
Kenny, you got the link?
megsfuntime@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I'll actually just there's not no.
Yeah, I want a spot for sure.
I
Definitely want a
haven't found
spot.
the link. I just know that
That's a,
she's been like typing in the chat or her email. Yeah.
And it's on the 9th, you said. I'm guessing
it
that's
goes
what, a
the 9th, the
Friday
10th,
Friday
the
night?
11th, and 12th. So it goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Enter
Sunday.
in
And we're not
Okay.
doing
the
24-hour runs. We're going to be doing pretty much most of the day and finishing off like at about midnight each night, and then starting again at like 9 a.m. You know, what do they call it? Intelligent hours.
Okay. I'll definitely I'll get a hold of Meg and I'll
Yep.
get my slot. I'll get the schedule.
I still
Maybe
need
get a
to
couple
get a
slots
hold of Meg
over the weekend.
um
Hey, Shocker.
because I
Shocker's in the
haven't
house.
got
What's up,
G'day,
my
Shocker.
friend? How are you? The
I haven't gotten
Lufthansa
a
heist.
Hey Shocker.
What's the Lufthansa heist? I don't think I'm familiar. Is it the Lufthansa? Wasn't there a heist, the Lufthansa heist? I'm not familiar. You'll have to enlighten me. But yeah, so the booze cruise, that'll be fun. So we got the cruisathon coming up again here in February.
Yep.
Oh, right, yeah, the movie Goodfellas. So yeah, I think it's Lufthansa, right? It was the airline heist. I do remember that. It that really happened. Um, Vanna's saying good morning to Guitar Shocker. Good morning to everybody. Yeah, so that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm excited. I was wondering when we were going to do another cruisathon. So I'll get a hold of Meg today and get the
That'd be great.
schedule and get my one or two slots, or maybe jump into somebody else's. Maybe I can get Captain Billy to eat some bugs or something.
Get Captain Billy to lose his cap. He's done it once.
Well, he lost it on the cruise, right? Or the cruise right before
Yep.
the one you guys went on. Yeah.
Correct. And I told him crime
Oh,
doesn't
goodness.
pay.
That's right.
Morning
Kenny had posted it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Morning
so there you go.
Manola Adventures.
So if anybody's interested in being part of the cruisathon, or just want to sit in the wings and watch and donate some money, if you want, you can email Meg at megsfuntime@gmail.com and get all the information. And we'll all be keeping everybody in the loop anyways, as far as what time the schedule will be and all that, so you can certainly come in and be part of the fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a weekend long, and some people, man, stay up all night long.
Yeah,
I don't
that's not
have
going to
the
happen.
yeah, no.
I'm one of them fellers.
Yeah, it's
You're
not
one of
gonna
them
happen.
fellas.
I can actually do that.
Kenny doesn't sleep. He's the Energizer Bunny. He'll be a guest in every one of them.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, and the reason is we were finding that there was very little input coming overnight anyway. So
Yeah.
Why keep it going?
So what, you'll run till maybe, the evening, 5, 6 p.m.?
We might run till midnight on the evening and then shut it down until the next morning.
Gotcha. Let's see. Well, we're just about 4 minutes out. What else did I want to talk about really quickly? So we're doing that. We're doing the booze cruise. We'll book that today. We have a few trips scheduled with the RV. We've already booked a month actually in a town called Ossipee, New Hampshire. We were there for a weekend this year, and we liked it so much we've booked 4 weekends in a row. So
Oh,
we'll leave
wow.
the RV there. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll go up on a Thursday or Friday, spend the weekend, come back Monday morning, go to work for the week, and then go back up again, and we'll do that 4 times in a row. So
Hang on.
I'll do my lives
what was
from
it?
there.
What was that 4-letter word you just used? You're going to go
Oh,
down for the
work.
weekend and then you get.
Oh, work.
Seriously.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to work, but
So do I.
Sharky, you're talking about the booze cruise in October. I think for 2 of us, and I'm just going to give you a rough number. And I get a room with a balcony because I'm spoiled and I have to have a balcony. It's about $1,800+ for 2 of us, and it's a 7-day cruise. So,
That's
which
not
is
bad at all.
no, I don't think it's bad at all. And I'm going to book it now. That way we can pay for it over the spring into the summer and have it all paid for. Now that doesn't include the airfare for us, so that'll be extra. It's sailing out of New Orleans. I know for
And I'm pretty sure
Bama
they'll have a
Nola
meetup.
Adventures, for Bama Nola Adventures, yeah, I don't think you need the airfare, but I'm in New Hampshire, so we're probably 2,000 miles away. So we'll fly down, and we enjoy New Orleans anyway. So we may spend a couple days after the cruise there. So,
Nice.
Pauline, we like the architecture and the history in that. So we'll
Nice.
spend some time there afterwards. But yeah, I think it's probably just under $1,900 US.
And probably what's going to happen is they're going to have a meetup beforehand as well. So
Right.
it's going to be a really good time.
Yeah, it should be fun. But what's more important is February the 9th through the 12th coming up is
Yes.
the Helping Hands for Cruising
Cruisathon.
Cruisathon. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this real quick since we're talking about it. Let me see if I can find it. Here, let's do this. Stand by. So that's going to be just a little taste of the of what we're going to be raising money for in February. But you can donate now if you feel so inclined. The QR code that you can see right over Sean's head. Take a picture of that, and it'll take you right to the website, and you can donate money. And no little is or no amount of money is too little. So.
Correct.
And the goal this year is $10,000, which hopefully we'll be able to raise that. But if you stay tuned, we'll definitely keep you informed for when the cruisathon starts on February 9th. And it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of hijinks. There'll be a lot of channels involved, and there's things like if you donate so much, someone will eat some Vegemite, or I don't know what Sean has planned, but um, I'm usually not
Ilana's
that
probably
daring.
going to shove it down my throat or something.
Right? But like I said, maybe we can get Captain Billy to eat some raw eggs or something, or who knows. I think I had him eating yogurt with his bare hands last time. So
That's right.
Bamanola says he's 15 minutes from the cruise port. Yeah, I'm a little bit further away from that. But
Manola, I hate you. You know that. And the reason is 15 minutes away from the cruise port.
Right. Yeah, you're probably how far away from the cruise port in Australia, in your area, are you?
There is a cruise port here in Melbourne, and I'm about 35 minutes away from it. But right now, the cruise port is being used a little bit infrequently because Australia is still just getting back to cruising normally.
Right.
But
right.
Yep, we got some fun happening.
Well, look, it is after 7 a.m., so I need to get running and go to that 4-letter word. But I appreciate you guys coming in this morning. Sean, it was a surprise to see you. I'm sorry I missed your live earlier, but it's good to see you, my friend. And I'll be back more frequently doing my morning live streams.
Awesome.
And Kenny, of course, as always, sir, my partner in crime, I appreciate you coming up.
Thanks for having me up.
Tell Papa we were asking for him and we're sending prayers. I hope he feels better soon.
Thank you very much. And for those that may be interested, I am going live on my devotional channel, Daily Dose of the Bible, KJV, at 12 noon today.
12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Let's check out Kenny, and he has his new channel, Daily Dose of the Bible. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I want to thank everybody that came into the chat today. It's good to see all my good friends, and we'll talk more. So
absolutely.
What's Bamanola says, what's so bad? I've been over 25 cruises and only one out of NOLA. Well, there you go. So now you're going to have to start a new trend. But anyways, thanks, guys. And Bamanola, thank you. And Guitar Shocker, you guys are new to my streams, and I appreciate it. Please don't be strangers. Come back. And I will see you all. I think that's it. So let me get back because I haven't done my endings in a while. So don't forget positive mental attitude. PMA will save the day. PMA, positive thoughts, chase the negative thoughts away. Oh, I almost forgot. We have a new logo. New stickers are in. So if you want to email us at theastutetourist@gmail.com, request the sticker. We'll send one out to you. Don't forget PMA. Don't forget the flag behind me and the flag of your country of origin. A lot of people have given their life and safety to protect those flags, so it's real important to keep our veterans and service people, past and present, in our thoughts and prayers. So that's going to do it for me. I love everybody. Peace and love to you guys. My name is Jimmy, and for Kenny and for Sean, I guess we will see you guys later. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.